when you open up to an individual, well, this is going to be a two-part question. So my first part is, when you open up to an individual, do you open up to vent, or do you open up for a solution to the problem you're currently facing?
Then I don't want a solution because I already know what the solution is and I don't want to hear it. I just want someone to hear me complain and go on and on about, my opinions and how stupid someone is for whatever they said or did. And then I'll be like, all right, I know what the solution is. And yeah.
Okay.
I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that just because it's like sometimes you do want to go to somebody to speak on this topic that's happening currently, but the issue is that now they know what the situation is. So if they give you a solution and you now don't want that solution, you're going to look a bit rude being like, thanks, but it's not for me, if that makes sense. But it's like, if you're going to vent to someone, like Krishma said, it's like you have the solution in your head. So you'll go and vent, the person will listen to you vent, and you'll be like, okay, but I know what I need to do now. So it's cool. So I think most times I do go and vent.
Okay.
So yeah, most times for me it's to vent because I tend to keep a lot of things inside. So it's just to literally let everything out.
And Becca?
I think I open up to understand it. I feel like whenever I keep it in, it's like every single angle that I think of it is wrong and it makes it worse. So sometimes I only open up to understand if I'm thinking of it the same way or if I'm exaggerating.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's
So
it.
would you say it's down, who's it? So is it down to you to tell the individual that, listen, I'm here to vent. I'm not here for solution. I'm here to vent. Or listen, I need help for this problem. What can I do? Who do you think is down to? Is it down to the person venting or the person that's listening?
The person listening should know, if I'm honest, because there's a difference between someone coming to you to vent and somebody coming to you for a solution, in my opinion. If somebody is speaking to you and you can see they're spiraling, in my opinion. If someone's spiraling and they're literally like telling you, this person did this and this and this person did this and this and this and this, to me, they're going there to vent. And that, to me, that's crystal clear. The person venting shouldn't have to say, I don't want a solution. The person listening should just understand, in my opinion. If you're going there to ask for a solution, you approach it differently. You wouldn't be like, you'll never guess what happened today. You'll sort of be like, oh, today somebody came across to me and they did this and this and this. I responded this and this and this. What do you think about it? The person is clearly wanting your opinion. But if the person has never even questioned or like asked for your opinion, then they're clearly there to vent, like clearly.
I kind of differ on that one, only because I think between us girls, we can kind of work it out because we're more intuitive in that way. But I think guys are pretty stupid. You need to tell them. No, it's true. Like
Emotionally.
Tell them, like, look, I just want to vent. I just need someone to listen to me. That's it. Because we're all taught the same. We've all got the same Bible principles. We all know what the right thing is to do. Yeah. So sometimes we need a solution in the sense we need to be reminded or shown a few articles or suggestions of, how should we deal with things. But quite often we're not, we're somewhat spiritually mature to some extent. So we know what the solution is. We just really need to get it off our chest. And so I think depending on who you're talking to, you do have to say, like, if you're talking to a guy, like if we were talking to Tommy, you need to say, look, Tommy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I will actually ask you is because my default setting will be to come to you with a solution because that's just how I am wired. So I agree with Krishna. I think it's down to the person who's venting or opening up to say, listen, I ain't here for solutions. I just want to vent to you because naturally I will be thinking of solutions to your problems.
Yeah. I think that comes with experience. I think with me, like, I must admit, I don't really have experience with venting outside of my family. And I won't like Serena. So it's like, to me, who is my family? But to me, it's like, I'm thinking, it's like, to me, it's like the person has known me for such a long time that they know the difference. That's what, like, for me, that's just, I think everybody should know that because that's all I've experienced. But if I'm guessing, if I was to speak to somebody else who hasn't known me for a long time, then I might say it, but I just can't imagine saying to somebody, I'm here to vent. Again, that could be down to experience. I can't imagine it. I really can't imagine saying to someone like, by the way, I'm here to vent. Here's my venting. I can't. No, I'll just keep it to myself.
Obviously, you wouldn't phrase it like that, but you would obviously phrase it in such a way that they get the message that you're venting. And
but I think that's what's for me saying, like, she's just never been in a situation where she's had to say, I will now vent. So she wouldn't even imagine, how do I now express this in a way that you understand?
Yeah, I would really just speak and you would know which one. And that's, to me, that's like, it's not even like me just doing that to everybody. Obviously, I'm not like overpowering my friends, like, here's my feelings. But it's like, if somebody needs to do it to me, I think with me, I can just like, I can differentiate it. I can tell if somebody's going to vent to me or they're going to speak to me. And that's even if it's somebody who, like, I don't speak to regularly. I think if someone's speaking, I can tell. I think you can tell.
that is true. That is true.
This all goes back to, you know, what we think every person should have, and that sort of listening, that quality to listen. Because if the person really does listen, you should be able to work out what the talker, the venter, or whatever wants from the conversation. But unless the person's not really listening.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I agree with that. I feel if you're listening, you can tell. Especially with text, you can tell when someone's telling you paragraph upon paragraph upon paragraph because they're not letting you speak. So then they're venting, because it's true. It's like if somebody is like messaging and then waiting for your response, and then messaging and then waiting for your response, you're having a conversation. So they're waiting for a solution. But if the person has sent paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, it's not really a conversation. They want you to hear what they're saying, and they want you to sympathize with them. So to me, that's venting.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. So you guys have people that you know you can go to if you want to just vent. Like, you have individuals or people in your lives that, you know, I can go to them and they will just listen to me through whatever I am going through. So like, you have a safety valve, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
That's my sisters. I won't lie. That's my sisters. And then I'll go to Serena and I'll just be like, what?
Yeah, so Fumi's had all of mine.
I'll literally be like, it'll be like a month of storage. I won't lie, for me, it'll be like a month, maybe even 2 months of storage. And then I'll literally just come and pick up and I'll be like, what? Take my feelings. Let me express myself.
That's good. Yes, I believe it's important to have safety valve. Otherwise, all that pent up anger, stress, emotion, when that spills out, it's an ugly situation. It's a very ugly situation.
I mean, I didn't have someone I felt comfortable enough to vent to or express myself to straight away. For me, it took time to figure out who did I trust enough, and who's a good listener for me to do that. You know Charlotte, so for me it's obviously she's my go-to person. Like, I'll just be like, oh, I just need to vent to you, and I'll phone her and I'll go on and on and on and on, and she'll be like, it's okay, Shma, it's okay, and she'll listen, and then I'll be like, all right, okay, cool, good night. That'll be it. Like, I can just tell her and put it to one side. But that didn't come about straight away for me. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but yeah, it did take me a little while to find my person.
I am from that school of thought, Shma. It took me a while to find people that I could open up to and get things off my chest and be comfortable enough to open up to them. So yeah, it took a while. It took a while. Yeah, it took a while. So yeah, Becca, do you have anything to say on the matter? Or
no,
Becca's still looking for a person.
I think, to be honest, to me, I think my first person is Jehovah. Not gonna lie, like, I kind of just I'm like, oh, Jehovah. Even if it's something small, I'm like, oh, Jehovah, do I really have to deal with this today? So that's the first person that comes to mind for me.
Thank you, Becca.
But I do have people that I vent to, like if something's annoying me. But what?
No, carry on.
I do have people that like I'll be texting, I'll be like, so please make me understand this. Please make this make sense. Like I have people who I will ask that to, yeah. But usually first person Jehovah.
Thank you, Becca, because you've segued into the next point of this evening, which was actually prayer. Because thank you. Beautiful segue. So yeah, prayer is a very powerful tool.